Hello there. Welcome back to Grade Level Economics. In this video, I want to look at a common test of March 2022. So we are going to look at an essay question on this question paper. So going to our question, this is our first question that we want to look at. This is a question on macroeconomics, and a question that obviously it requires us to spend on average 40 minutes in detail the market economy, focusing on the following characteristics. So you are given first point being self-regulating and self-adjusting. You are also given we are going to discuss these characteristics. That is, the benefits of the mixed economic system used in South Africa. So basically, this is what we have to test on the requirements of this essay. But obviously, this is an essay question. So obviously, we have to start with your introduction, then you go to the main body, and then finally you conclude in the conclusion. So according to the introduction, the most appropriate way to come up with your introduction is to define any terms that you see in the question. So you try to pick a business terms or economic terms that you are seeing in the question that you can describe in the introduction. You can choose one or two terms that are there, but we can see that we have got market economy there. So we can simply define a market economy in the introduction. And we take note that we do not have to repeat what is in the question in the introduction. And also, we should take note that what you are supposed to say in the main body is not supposed to be seen again in the introduction. So those are some of the tips in terms of how to come up with your introduction. So market economy, in terms of the explanation on market economy is an economic system in which the decisions are regarding investment, for example, and then our production also and distribution to the consumers is guided by the price signals created by the forces of demand and supply. So basically, I say under the market economy, we have the forces of demand and supply are determining activities that will be transpiring in that economy. So the major characteristic in existence the major characteristic that we have in existence in the market economy is the existence of markets, of factor markets that play a dominant role in the allocation of capital and the factors of production. So basically, we are saying the existence of factor markets becomes one of the major characteristics of the market economy. So basically, at the end of the day, we're going to see that in the market economy, there is no government interference. There is no government interference in terms of ownership of resources, in terms of determination of prices. So all those are being determined by the price mechanism. So basically, that's what we have in the market economy. So we have got a brief description that we have in terms of market economy, that we have in terms of this video. So we can go to our other section and see that our description that we have is here under introduction, which is an economic system that solves economic problems through the market mechanism, and the property as well as production resources are privately owned. So we are seeing that we have the issue that the economic system that solves the economic problem through the market mechanism. So this market mechanism is the issues of the forces of supply and demand. So basically, that's what we have in our introduction. Obviously, we now go to the main body, whereby we are starting with the first characteristic that we have is self-regulating and self-adjusting. So the meaning of our self-regulating and self-adjusting, it means that there is no external influence. So basically, we are saying there's no government interference in the activities that are transpiring in that economic system. So that's the meaning of self-regulating. So we are saying there's no external influence in the form of government interference. In other ways, it functions automatically. So basically, that's what we are trying to say. For example, determination of prices is being prices are being determined by the force of supply on demand. There's no government which determines the prices. In terms of the resources that are supposed to be used, it's also determined by the demand of those products, determines the production of those goods. So basically, that's what we have. So that's the kind of scenario that we have in a market economy. So we try to see the explanation in terms of self-regulating. Then after that, we go to ownership of factors of production, then go to freedom of choice, then competition. So we go to our answer section. And we are going to start with the description of self-regulating and self-adjusting, which reads the price mechanism in a free market coordinates economic activities. Consumers, on the second point, consumers and producers come together to respond to each other's needs and wants in an efficient way. And then we go to the next point, which is consumers' freedom of choice directs the types chosen. So that's the explanations of self-regulating and self-adjusting. Then we go to own the factors of production. So we don't have the government owning the factors of production. And then second point, private property rights allow households and firms to control their property, and freedom of private. So that's the explanation of ownership of factors of production. And then we've got freedom of choice. Freedom of choice, which we have got owners of property and resources can use resources as they choose. So the private owners can choose the resources that they want to utilize. So which is different from a planned economy where we have the government's hand in terms of choice of those end goods and services. So they are free to spend their income on end goods and services. Remember, under plans where we have the government different for market economy, freedom of choice. Then we go to the next point, products, however, go only to those who are in a planned economy, even if you don't want to consume the product, you are forced to consume it because that is what is there. So that is a government scenario where the government is interfering. But here we don't have any interference. So the consumers obviously will choose which goods they want to consume. Then lastly, workers they prefer. So in terms of also job opportunities, workers have also freedom in terms of where they want to work. So this is the last point that we have on freedom of choice. And obviously, we try to see in terms of the next part where we have competition now as a characteristic. So competition acts as a controlling mechanism in a market economy. This is the first point that we have. Then we've got competition for quality at lower cost. So obviously, this is the typical scenario that we have when there's competition, whereby we are saying there will be better quality that will be produced due to competition. So this marks at the end of our first part. So we now go to the additional part now, where it reads analyze the benefits of the mixed economic system. Mixed economic system, there is a combination of market economy and planned economy. So you see that under mixed economic system, it permits private participation in production, which in turn allows healthy competition that can result in profit. So at the end of the day, you'd say that it involves you'd say that it makes sure that the society is protected from full swings of the market. So any swings in terms of any fluctuations that are going to transfer in the economy, we are also going to see the state interfering so that it smoothens out those fluctuations. So those fluctuations are the swings that are transpiring in the market. So basically, that's what we have in terms of explanation of mixed economic system. But the question is asking for benefits. So obviously, we are going to pick benefits that come from the market economic point of view, and we see some of the benefits coming from a planned economic system point of view, since we are saying it's a combination of the two. So we go to our other section and try to see what we have according to this video. First point, it reads state policies used as a correct measure to stabilize the economy. So the government interference is necessary to stabilize the economy in the event that the economy is not stable. So we go to the next point, private sector ensure the availability of a wide variety of good quality individual consumption goods and choice. So in terms of the widening of the choice base, also the private sector plays a significant role. So that's what we are trying to point out, that we are trying to bring the benefits that are coming from the market system, and then also look at then we go to the next one. Government provides public goods and services while private sector focuses on private initiatives. So that's what we have measures to ensure an economic balance. And the next point, government provides regulation under which private and public business allow fair competition and operate to protect the whole society. Then lastly, the cooperation between the private and public sectors ensure the maximum utilization of resources to satisfy the needs of the society. So this explanation that we have in terms of the additional parts, whereby we are bringing the benefits of the mixed economic system used in South Africa. So basically, that's what you guys are going to do this video. Obviously, after that, you are supposed to conclude your essay. Remember, your introduction is 2 marks, and then your conclusion is 2 marks. So in your conclusion, you are just supposed to come up maybe, for example, you can come up with the value judgment according to the discussion that we have gone through. You can also try to give some recommendations if necessary in terms of that discussion that we have been going through in the main body. So that's typically how you can come up with your conclusion. But obviously, take note that you are not supposed to repeat what you wrote in the main body should not be seen in the conclusion. So basically, that's what we have according to this essay. So let's stay tuned for more questions that are going to be uploaded on this channel. So let's not forget to subscribe and share to the channel. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 11 economics. Let's stay tuned. We are going to come with more questions. So we'll meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.